Did you know that Rihanna made history as the first black woman to build not just one, but $2 billion brands? It's a rare achievement in any industry, but especially in beauty and fashion, where competition is fierce and trends change overnight. Her companies, Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty, now hold a combined valuation exceeding $3 billion, while her personal stake is estimated at around $1.7 billion. But what makes her story so powerful isn't just the numbers, it's how she built it all from the ground up with a strategy that completely changed the industry. Before Fenty Beauty even existed, Rihanna had already established herself as a global icon in music and fashion. But instead of simply licensing her name to an existing beauty company, she took a more hands-on approach. She wanted to create something different, something inclusive. At the time, the beauty industry had a major gap when it came to shade diversity, especially for deeper skin tones. Rihanna saw this not just as a problem, but as an opportunity. In 2017, she partnered with LVMH through its Kendo division, which invested $10 million to launch Fenty Beauty. But the real innovation wasn't just the partnership, it was the product strategy. When Fenty Beauty launched in September, it introduced 40 foundation shades right out of the gate. That may sound normal today, but at the time, it was revolutionary. Most brands offered far fewer options, often neglecting a huge portion of the market, and Rihanna didn't just launch quietly. Fenty Beauty dropped globally in over 150 countries at the exact same time, both online and in stores. This kind of large-scale launch is incredibly difficult to execute, but it created a massive impact. The response was immediate and overwhelming. Within the first 30 days, the brand generated $72 million in earned media value, outperforming major competitors like Kylie Cosmetics, Benefit Cosmetics, and Urban Decay. Social media played a huge role in this success. On YouTube, beauty influencers and everyday users flooded the platform with reviews, tutorials, and first impressions. In just 1 month, Fenty Beauty-related videos gathered over 132 million views. This wasn't just marketing, it was a movement. People finally felt seen and represented, and they responded by supporting the brand financially. The numbers were just as impressive. Within 40 days of launch, Fenty Beauty generated $100 million in revenue. By the end of 2018, LVMH confirmed that the brand had pulled in nearly $573 million. This kind of growth is extremely rare, especially for a brand that was less than a year old, but perhaps the most important milestone came in 2021, when Fenty Beauty reached an estimated valuation of $2.8 billion. Because Rihanna owned 50% of the company, this officially made her a billionaire. And unlike many celebrities who rely primarily on entertainment income, the majority of her wealth was now coming from her business ventures. What makes Rihanna's approach so unique is her focus on authenticity and control. She wasn't just the face of the brand, she was deeply involved in product development, marketing, and brand identity. Every launch, every campaign, and every product reflected her vision, but Rihanna didn't stop with cosmetics. In 2018, she expanded into a completely different industry, lingerie. She launched Savage X Fenty, a brand built around inclusivity and body positivity. Just like Fenty Beauty, this brand aimed to challenge industry standards. Instead of traditional runway shows, Savage X Fenty introduced a new kind of fashion experience. The brand used diverse models of different sizes, backgrounds, and identities, creating a sense of representation that was largely missing in the lingerie world. This approach instantly resonated with audiences. The launch strategy was also modern and digital first. The entire debut happened on Instagram, creating hype and anticipation among millions of followers. And just like her beauty line, the response was incredible. The first collection sold out in under 30 days. Over time, Savage X Fenty continued to grow rapidly. Today, the brand is valued at around $1 billion, with Rihanna holding a 30% stake worth approximately $300 million. It has also expanded into a subscription-based model, creating a steady and predictable stream of revenue. When you combine both Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty, the total value exceeds $3 billion. Rihanna's ownership across these brands is estimated at about $1.7 billion, placing her among the wealthiest women in entertainment and business, and her income doesn't stop there. On an annual basis, Rihanna earns between $40 million and $80 million from her business empire. These earnings come from product sales, partnerships, and ongoing brand expansion. In recent years, she has continued to grow the Fenty brand with new ventures like Fenty Skin and Fenty Hair. These extensions allow her to expand into new markets while maintaining the same core philosophy of inclusivity and quality. At the same time, Rihanna hasn't completely stepped away from music. In fact, she recently became the most streamed black female artist on Spotify, proving that her influence spans multiple industries. What truly sets Rihanna apart is her ability to combine creativity with business strategy. She identified gaps in the market, built products that people genuinely needed, and used her platform to amplify those ideas on a global scale. Her journey is a perfect example of how modern entrepreneurship works. It's not just about having a big name, it's about understanding your audience, solving real problems, and building a brand that people connect with emotionally. From redefining beauty standards to transforming the lingerie industry, Rihanna has done more than just build successful companies, she has reshaped entire markets. And with her brands continuing to grow and evolve, it's clear that this is only the beginning. Rihanna's empire isn't just about wealth. It's about impact, innovation, and changing the rules of the game. And if her track record is any indication, her influence isn't slowing down anytime soon.